quick. Bruh. What is up, YouTube? It's your boy J Hunt coming at you with my first ever video. Let's go. And for my first video, coming at you with a story time. Now this story is crazy, so you know, buckle up, cause it's about to be a bumpy ride. That was corny as fuck. Alright, so this story is about the time my mom almost caught a girl in my house. Oh. Alright, let's get started. So, obviously for, you know, privacy reasons or whatever, I'm not gonna give the girl's name, so we gonna give her a fake name. We gonna call her, Jessica. Alright, so, boom. So I saw Jessica had came on my bus one day, right? She was with her friend. She was just going to her friend's house. I was looking at her. I was like, damn, she look good, bro. I gotta hit that. So I like tried to like, you know, flirt with her a little bit, but she wasn't feeling me. So I was like, all right, whatever, it's whatever. So the next day, Jessica's friend, the one that's on my bus, the one whose house she went over that day, she came up to me. She was like, oh, my girl wants your snap. So I'm like, who? She like, the girl that was on the bus yesterday.
My nigga.
So she told me that, right? So I'm like, snap? Who the fuck uses snap? So I'm like, bro, just give her my Instagram. So she gave her my Instagram. She followed me, I followed back. I posted a picture. I was like, who trying to be friends? She I kid you not. She instantly hit me up. Was like, oh, me. I'm like, this is easier than I expected, right? So we start talking or whatever. This happened on like a Tuesday, right? So we start talking, and then we made plans for her to come to my house on Thursday that day. So Wednesday come, we still talking or whatever. I'm telling my boys, I'm like, you know how that be. So Thursday come, right? I couldn't wait till the school day ended, my nigga. I was just like, bro, can this shit hurry up? Sitting in my hour-long classes like, damn, son. So the bell rings for last class, right? So I leave my class, we meet up in the hall, and she come on my bus, right? Before I get to that part, let me tell y'all. So the night before, Wednesday night, I had took my mom's phone and I set it up on the little Find My Friends shit. So like basically I had her location. So fast forward back to Thursday after school. She comes on my bus, we like chilling or whatever. I tell my boy, I'm like, I'm about to hit this shit like crazy. I'm about to go crazy and shit. My bus stop come, I get off, dab my boy up, go our separate ways, take the girl with me, right? So I come in the house, I'm like, alright, word. It's just me and my brother, right? So I give my brother the look, I'm like, you know what the fuck going on. Take her upstairs, I'm like, hold on, I gotta walk my dog. Take my dog out in the back, come back upstairs. It's go time, baby. So, we put the Netflix on. What fucking movie was we watching? I don't even fucking know. We was just watching some shit, right? So like, turn on the Netflix. She laying on the bed or whatever. You know, sliding next to her. We start cuddling. So I don't know how deep into the movie we get, but you know, I start making the first move. Put my hand on her like freaking thigh or whatever. Start like rubbing that shit. Then I go up. Start rubbing on her ass. So I'm like, damn, her shit kind of fat. So then I make my way to the front of her thigh. I make my way to the inner thigh, and I start going up. So then, you know, I start rubbing her, whatever, you know, I can't really say it, YouTube rules or whatever, but y'all know what the fuck going on. So I start rubbing her or whatever, and then I'm just sitting there, I'm like, bruh, I'm not about to finger this bitch. Like, I'm trying to fuck. I had the condoms on standby. Like, I am prepared for this shit. Couple minutes go by, and I look at her, and I'm like she wasn't moving or nothing. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this bitch? Did she die? So I look at her, this bitch is asleep. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, bro, yeah, I didn't even know what to do. I'm like, the fuck, do I move my hand? What the fuck do I do? Do I wake her up? Like, other niggas would be like, man, I would've woke her up, my nigga. I'm trying to fuck her, like, nigga, that shit caught me by surprise. I didn't know what the fuck to do. So I just sat there. I was about to go to sleep my damn self, nigga. I was tired as fuck. I ain't gonna hold you. Fucking, the movie almost over. She wake up. She like, oh my god, I think I just fell asleep. I'm like, you think? So I'm like, alright, whatever. So it's like 3:30 right now. She was trying to leave at like 4:30 or whatever. So I'm like, alright, word. Still gives me enough time to, like, you know, make a move. Fuck her. Get her out. So then I'm like, you know, making my moves or whatever, and I hear my dog barking. And normally she barks if, one, somebody rings the doorbell, two, somebody's like walking in the house, like through the front door or whatever, or three, the garage is opening or closing, whatever. So I'm like, what the fuck? Mind you, bruh, I had my mom's location and everything. I never looked at that shit at all. So I'm like, let me look at this shit, bro. I hope she's not home. My mom don't normally get home till like 6:30 at least, right? So I'm like, bro, it can't be my mom. I look at my phone. What did it say? Mother is at home. I instantly like throw this bitch off of me. Get up. I run downstairs. I look outside, like through the garage door. I see her backing in. So I run back upstairs. I'm like, yo, put your stuff on. You gotta hurry up. I'm gonna see if I can sneak it through the front door as my mom is coming in through the garage, right? As soon as I said that, the garage door opened. So I'm like, fuck. So my mom is now in the house. So it's like too late for that plan. So I'm like, alright, bro, just sit here, put your stuff on, I'm gonna go downstairs, I'm gonna talk to her, whatever. So I go downstairs, first when I go downstairs, my brother's sitting at the table eating, and I look at him like, nigga, what the fuck? And he look at me like, nigga, what the fuck? So my mom just sitting there, like, looking at the mirror or whatever. So I walk over to him and I whisper, I'm like, what do I do? And he's like, nigga, just go in your room, stay in there, and wait until mommy goes in her room. So I'm like, word, that sounds like a plan. Then I thought about it, I'm like, actually, no, I can't. Because what my mom likes to do is, as soon as she comes home, first place she goes, my room. It's crazy because she just called me. But yeah, first place she goes, my room. So I'm like, nah, bro, this isn't gonna work. So I'm in my room thinking, and I gotta think fast. I look at her, I'm like, get in the closet. I told her to get in the closet, bro. I didn't know what to do. I'm sorry. So I tell her, I'm like, get in the closet, bro. Just whatever. So she get in the closet. The fucking bitch leaves her book bag out in the open. So I put her fucking book bag behind my bed or whatever. Go back downstairs, make some more small talk with my mom. But when I go back downstairs, my other brother gets home, right? So my mom goes to the kitchen. My other brother, he's sitting on the couch. So I go over to the couch, I sit down with him. I whisper in his ear, yo, I have a girl in my room, what do I do? He looked at me like, nigga, you ain't got no girl in your room. I'm like, nigga, I have a girl in my room, what do I do? So he starts dying, bro. I'm like, help me, nigga! So he starts dying, right? So he starts playing music on his phone, so our mom wouldn't hear us talking. Tells me, yo, just keep talking to mommy as she's walking upstairs. Make sure she goes to her room. Close her door, have her leave or whatever. So I'm like,
my nigga.
love this nigga, yo. So that's exactly what I do. I start talking to my mom about bullshit. I start talking to her about school. I start talking to her about this and that. And then my mom brings up pizza. I'm like, oh, I'll go get the pizza, because that's, you know, a perfect like excuse for her hearing the alarm go off when the door opens or whatever. So I'm like, I'll go get the pizza. She's like, I don't know if I want pizza. I'm like, Ma, I will get the pizza for you, bruh. Just let me get the pizza. So I'm talking to her, whatever. She goes in her room. I close her door. Come back in my room. I yell out. I'm like, yo, come out. What, like, you can leave now. So she comes out. I get her back from behind my bed. I look at her like this, put my hands on her shoulder. I'm like, I'm so sorry. So we walk her downstairs. I walk her downstairs. You know, she leaves, whatever. And then I turn to my brothers. I'm like, bless up. So I'm telling my brothers this story, right? And my mom calls my phone. Like, as soon as I close the door, my mom calls my phone. So I'm like, fuck. So my brothers were saying like, oh, you're so stupid, I'm like, why? And then it hits me. I remember that my mom's window is facing the front of the house, so she could have saw Jessica walk out of our house, walk through our driveway or whatever, and get in the car and leave. So she's calling my phone. I'm like, fuck. So I pick up. I'm like, hello? That's what she says. Don't forget to put garlic on my pizza. Whew. Yo, I started dying, bro. Me and my brothers started dying. I'm like, all right, I got you. Hang up the phone. Tell my brothers this story. Right? So I go upstairs and get ready to go get the pizza. Then I come back downstairs and there's a knock on our door. And we answer, and it's some kid, some Spanish kid. He's like, oh, is Jessica in there? And I'm like, nah. He was like, oh, okay. Then he turns around, goes back, gets in the car with like his mom or grandma or some shit. So I turn to my brother, I'm like, the fuck was that? And then I hear another knock, right? So this time my brother goes to answer the door, and it's the same little boy, but this time it's the lady that he was in the car with. I don't know if it was his mom, his grandma, or whatever, but whoever she is, she doesn't speak English. So she starts speaking Spanish, and the boy's like translating for her. Basically, she was like, oh, is Jessica in there? And then my brother was like, no. She was like, do you have a little sister? And I guess she was asking because she was wondering, like, why was Jessica at the house full of niggas? So my brother's like, nah, it's just me and my 3 brothers. And then, like, the lady, like, screams. She's like, oh, my God. And then, like, they walk off, and that was that. And I'm like, what the fuck? So they was like, oh, my God, you done fucked the niggas, bitch. So I'm like, bruh, I ain't know who. So I text her, I'm like, yo, like, your mom and brother just came to the door? She's like, I don't have a brother, and my mom doesn't live in, like, our area. So I'm like, your grandma? And then she's like, my grandma doesn't even live in, like, the U.S. or whatever. So I'm like, bro, I don't know. Somebody came to my door asking for you. And she's like, I don't know who that was. I don't know who that was either. And to this day, I don't know who it is. So yeah, that's the end of my story time. First video. I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you comment down below what you want, like, my next story time to be. Losing my virginity, first time getting head, you know, anything. I did about like everything, right? So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell to be notified next time I post. I will be trying to post like weekly. At least I'll try post 2 times a week, but I'll definitely post weekly. Deuces.